Hi friends, in Roaring Tales, let's today discuss about how our thoughts affect us, our own decisions and things in us and around us. Many times you must have noticed that when you are about to do something, or you're going to take a decision, you're going to work on something, or you see somebody else doing something, we generally tend to give it a thought. That thought is guided by many aspects, okay, and those aspects like a doubt, or probably not trusting, not having self-belief, or not trusting the other person's work, we accordingly decide on how to respond to that task. Okay, and now to make it simpler, let me just tell you in one sentence that the impact of a particular activity or an impact an episode or something can bring on you is purely dependent on the importance that you give to that particular episode, you give to that particular action. I'll tell you a story here. There were two friends, Mangesh and Pankaj. Now Mangesh had given 10,000 rupees to Pankaj. That means you can say Pankaj had borrowed the money from Mangesh, and Pankaj was not able to return it. Mangesh had not asked for it. He had never reminded Pankaj about it, but Pankaj was going through a stress. He was going through a feeling of when will he be able to return the money and what will Mangesh be thinking about it, so on and so forth. And it happens one day that Pankaj gets to know that Mangesh has had a heart attack and that he died of the heart attack. Now what happens? The moment Mangesh dies of a heart attack in the hospital, the doctor declares that he is dead, Mangesh's wife faints. His son, when he gets to know about his death, his father's death, his tears roll through his eyes. The servant in Mangesh's house is distorted. He feels, why did this happen? Now the neighbors, Mangesh's neighbors get to know about it. So his neighbor is reading a newspaper and he gets to know about Mangesh's death. So while reading the newspaper, he calls out to his wife who's working in the kitchen and he tells her about Mangesh's death. Now Mangesh's wife, the neighbor's wife says, oh, it's bad, this should not have happened, and she continues to do her work. Now the news, when it reaches Pankaj feels bad, but at the same time the second thought comes to him is, oh, nobody else knows about the 10,000 rupees that Mangesh had given to Pankaj. So Pankaj doesn't need to return the money. Pankaj starts thinking, now with that money probably I can buy some household item that can be used at my house. Now this one episode of Mangesh's death created different impacts on different people. If death was so bad, then why only did Mangesh's wife faint? His son gave a different response, his servant gave a different response, Pankaj had a different thought, the neighbor had a neutral thought. So every person with the same episode gave different responses. After some time, Mangesh's wife gets to know from the doctor that Mangesh has revived. He's come back and he will be normal after a few days of hospitalization. His wife is happy now and she again faints. His son is happy now, again tears roll out of his eyes, but those are tears of happiness. His servant is good, happy, now he gets back to his work. The neighbor gets to know about it and he calls out to his wife in the kitchen and says, oh, Mangesh has come back and he is better now. His wife says, oh, that's a good news, and she starts cooking. And the news reaches Pankaj. Now Pankaj starts thinking, oh, so I have to return the 10,000 rupees. Oh, that means now I would not be able to buy that household items. Now what has happened? The happiness came back. Again, it left a very different impact on each and every individual. So what happens when you look at this, you realize that happiness and sadness, or anything, any activity, any episode, any incidents that happens in our life, we give the meaning to it. We give the meaning to it. The episode is as it is. Okay? How much do we get affected by it? Like if you have gone through a severe loss, or if you have earned tremendous profit, you must have heard about people who win a lottery and they die out of happiness. And you must have heard a lot many stories about people who commit suicides because they suffer losses. Now what has happened? Committing a suicide or dying out of happiness, both are the importance that you have given or that person has given to that episode. The way the person got affected or not affected by the situation, how the person held his or her composure. See, misery may come to you and may distract you. Miseries can be various ways: sorrow, somebody's death, big business losses, a failure in something can be misery. But then it distracts you. If you connect it in so much that it affects you so much that it distracts you from your main path. So similarly with happiness, when you are really very successful, we know people who are not grounded once they get success. They forget about certain commitments that they have made to people. They forget about their families. They leave their families behind. Some people don't treat other people well. What is happening? Happiness has created a misery in their person. Today's talk, I only wish to say that whatever you do, whatever is happening to you, is a complete result of what importance or how you connect your internal dialogue with the external event that is happening. So happiness and sadness are internal dialogues. They are not the actual event. The actual event just happens. It's a practical fact. Look at it. Even if it's a big loss, look at it, analyze it, understand it, stay neutral. Because we keep telling people stay grounded even when you're very successful. Similarly, I would say here, even if you are going through the worst phases of your life, stay neutral. Because that's the phase which will give you space to think differently and will not take you through the miseries and sufferings and things which are not actually that bad. A bad situation becomes a worse situation when you start thinking too much about it, and when you decide not to come out of it unknowingly. It's not that you decide to stay there, but you are so much into it that you're not coming out of it. Now, considering the lockdown also, you may be going through certain sadnesses, a low state of mind, but please take care of yourself, mind your thoughts. Just understand one thing: this is a phase which is going to be passing by. Bad things are not as bad as you may be thinking about it. It's just the way you look at it, the way you give importance to it. So stay put up together with whatever you have the strength and the belief system that everything is going to happen is good for you, and stay safe, stay home. Bye-bye.